Okay, share and okay,
Okay,
let's see.
there we go.
Okay, all right. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes, I
sir.
can.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Do me two or three favors. One is to take your phone and put it on vibrate, put it on electrocute, put it on stun, put it on zap, whatever you have to do to make sure that you are not distracted by some of the information that we're getting ready to share with you. Also, with that said, make sure that there's no distractions in your house as well. As far as maybe you have a dog you need to put away, maybe you have some kids that may come in and try to get your attention and everything like that. And that's great, but if you can you limit some of that movement and some of those distractions, because the information that we would share with you today, it can definitely generate some serious income in today's society. We know, like Mr. Mr. Mott was basically talking about, there's a pandemic that's going on, and I'm pretty sure that you've been affected by it as well. I mean, it hit everybody, not only the United States, but it hit everybody. So I want to make sure that you are really focused on the possibilities of being able to position yourself so you can actually achieve some wealth. And take I know, that those two words, I know, take those and just throw them away for a second, because I know is the killer of all learning. And once you start saying I know to something, guess what? Your mind just shuts down to all possibilities of acquiring more information that can potentially generate some serious income. So we want to talk to you a little bit about, not necessarily about the pandemic, but ask yourself the question: do you believe right now that the world has changed as we know it? And the world has changed in a very, very big way. I mean, thinking about the coronavirus and being able to realize that over 37 million people lost their jobs, and this is due to COVID-19. Businesses are shutting down and things of that nature. I mean, you were able to go to a bank at one time, and the banks usually are crowded, or to any type of line of businesses, and they were actually having business. Now today, those businesses are closed down. Matter of fact, some of those businesses may not even reopen for another 3, 4, 5 years. Some of them may not even open at all. I'm talking about businesses that have been in business for years and years and years, may be done, completely done. So that means that hundreds of thousands and millions of people are out of work. But my question is this: do you have a plan for the new world? I mean, this new world where the whole economic crisis has affected so many people that we're sitting here stuck, stressed out, and thinking of things, of trying to figure out we're going to make ends meet. We have to be innovators from this day forward. So, would you mind if we share with you an option? Do you know anyone right now that is employed but uncertain about their future? I'm sure you do. Maybe it's your neighbor, maybe it's your friend, maybe it's your cousin, maybe it's a relative. Do you know anyone right now that's working from home or looking for ways to work from home? Do you know anyone right now that is employed but making less than they were making before? Have you heard those type of conversations that people are saying, well, I know I was making a lot of money, but once this coronavirus hit, they cut my pay in half, or they cut my pay by 25% or 75%. They're making less than what they usually would make. Do you know anyone right now that is unemployed or furloughed and losing, and basically lost their income? That's a lot of people. Do you know anyone right now who is an essential worker working in dangerous conditions? Maybe they work in the healthcare industry, that are facing the face-to-face with this pandemic or this virus on a daily basis. I have a cousin that's doing that right now. And a couple of weeks ago, she was actually quarantined, and she was actually sent home because they wanted to make sure that she was safe. And the longest 2 weeks of her life was basically waiting for the results. It took 2 weeks because there's a whole lot of backlog. Can you imagine being in that position where you're just waiting to find out if you actually have the virus or not? You see, that is not a comfortable position. And these are the ones that are on the front line that are helping people move forward. Okay. Now, my question to you is this: which category are you in right now? Okay. What if you could replace your income and never, ever have someone else decide whether your job is essential or not? What if you can earn additional income and enjoy a better lifestyle or replace the income that you already just lost? What if you could work from home and possibly make more money than you did before or that you do right now? How is this possible? It's possible. And the way we do this is by starting a home-based business. Not just any business, but starting a home-based business. You see, this is the best time ever to build a business network. And we all know that your network is your net worth. So how many people do you know on Facebook? How many friends do you have? 500, 5,000? You see, so many people know at least 385 people on Facebook already. So your network, your network is your net worth, okay? So what about aligning yourself with a company that can, with a proven track record, or making thousands of dollars right now? I'm talking about right now income. You can do it right now. You can do it part-time. So these are our founders. This is J. Lloyd Tomer, Scott Tomer, and Dr. Chris Cokley. J. Lloyd Tomer is a visionary. This gentleman has the vision to create wealth, and he's been creating wealthy people for a very, very long time. Scott Tomer has an education in finances. He actually wrote the compensation plan that you're going to learn about a little bit later today. And Dr. Chris Cokley, he's the master trainer. And all three of them have been multimillionaires for years, and they did it time and time and time again. Matter of fact, their goal right now is to create over 10,000 multimillionaires or financially free families, yes, in the midst of this pandemic. Now, question that I have for you: does your boss do anything like that for you? Is he interested in helping you obtain wealth or build wealth? Probably not. You see, these gentlemen help thousands of people just like you earn significant income. These gentlemen have also built successful businesses through 9/11 and the Great Recession. Do you think they know what they're doing? Absolutely. And they've already paid out over 50,000 $1,000 bonuses. And I tell you what, every one of the names that you actually heard today, that Mr. Ma was talking about today, have earned several of those $1,000 bonuses. They've already helped 600 people earn $10,000 bonuses. And I tell you what, once you get those, once you pop, you can't stop. And they've also helped at least 6 people earn a $1 million bonus. Can you imagine getting $1 million bonus from one company? I mean, are they doing that at your job right now? Did they do that at the job? I mean, how many people do you know got $1 million bonus? Not just $1 million income, but $1 million bonus. This is on top of the income that they were already making. You see, this company, these founders have already paid that out already, and they've already produced over 200 $1 million earners, and they're looking to create 10,000. We're looking for volunteers. Would you like to volunteer and be one of them? Well, right now they're doing it again. Right now they are so focused and laser focused on helping people just like you earn some serious income. We already know that 79 million people are going to start a home-based business within the next 5 years. This is from Forbes. And you know what? Because of the virus, this number escalated tremendously high. 79 million, when there's over 300 million people right now that are unemployed. Do you think they would like to have a home-based business? So instead of 5 years, it may just happen within the first 6 months, 7 months. Are you in position? Would you like to be in position? You see, Warren Buffett says it's best. He says, the things you like to do should be a hobby of yours, but the thing the world does should be a business of yours. You see, travel has been the world's largest industry for decades, an $8.3 trillion industry. I mean, it's essential to be for the world economy. Now, that means that every business out there depends heavily on travel. Yes, travel. Many countries and countries' economies depend heavily on travel and tourism. Did you know that? I didn't know that at first, but if you think about it, if you go to Dubai, their whole country depends heavily on tourists. You know, all of these other places, India, China, I mean, all of these places, they depend heavily on travel. So that means that we must be thinking about getting involved in the travel industry and getting involved, not today, but yesterday. Get involved immediately. See, the demand for travel will explode. We already know that the travel industry is getting ready to come back. This council vacation will be rescheduled. We already know that. And we already know that weekend getaways will be considered therapeutic. Can you imagine getting away and just relaxing? Getting away from all of the stresses in life, getting away from all of the pressures in life, getting away from all of the job situation and things of that nature. See, everybody wants to travel. Family vacations will be enjoyed again. I'm talking about bringing families together. Resorts and cruises will be offered at lower prices. And I'm telling you, billions of dollars will be made here in the travel industry. It's been done before, and it's going to be done again. And we strongly encourage you to get involved today. Now, see, we are the innovators. And what do I mean by that? See, we see things coming before it actually happens. And that's how multimillionaires get their millions. Did you know that millionaires are born from down economies like this? See, they're innovators. Let me see if I can explain that a little bit. You see, innovators are those that actually get all of the ideas together. These are the 2.5% of the people that have put all the foundation of the platform when it comes to business. They put that stuff together, okay? This is getting the product together, getting the services together, getting all of the systems in place and things of that nature. And then what happens here is the 13.5% is what we call the early adopters. These are they who actually get on board immediately, and they start capitalizing on a lot of the growth, okay? And then the other 34% is what we call the early majority. These are the ones that's buying everything from the innovators. They're buying all of the products and services and goods and things like that. You see, that's a tremendous climb of growth and resources right in this particular stage. This is where a lot of money is being made. And it also continues here with the late majority. Now, the late majority are the people that look at the early majority, and they're the ones who are looking at them and saying, well, hey, I want to make sure that it's done first before I get involved. Then they get involved. So that's another 34% of the people that's getting involved, is getting ready to get involved in the travel industry. And then, of course, there's a 16%. These are the laggards. Now, the only reason why the laggards get involved is because they have no choice. The technology is already advanced. It's like right now they're stuck with a typewriter and what they can't use a typewriter anymore, so they have to buy a laptop. Now, instead of using a rotary phone, they have to buy a cellular phone. You see, it's not because of choice, it's because technology advanced. Now, we don't want you to be a laggard. Okay, we want you to be with us in the early adopter stage, because the early adopters are those that are actually going to be positioned to make the most money. Does that make sense? Okay, so we already know that thousands and thousands of people are going to travel again. The airlines are going to be crowded. The hotels and the resorts are going to be packed with people enjoying themselves, enjoying their vacations and things of that nature. Cruise ships are going to be just amazingly crowded with people because they know that they want to get away. Maybe you're one of the people right now that want to get away. You know, maybe you are one of the ones that say, well, you know what, I wish I could take a vacation right now. Guess what? When the travel industry bounces back, you will be in position to take on these type of trips for pennies on the dollar. So let me ask you a question. Would you rather be at work right now? Would you rather be on vacation? Of course, you say, I'd rather be on vacation. It only makes sense, right? Do you think other people will say the same thing? Of course. So that means that the massive amounts of people are going to start traveling. We already know that they're going to start booking travel right there on their laptops while you're sleeping, while you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. You may be working a part-time job. You may be taking care of the kids. You may be taking care of your family member or whatever. While you're doing that, other people could be booking travel, and you, guess what? You are going to get paid for it. You see, timing and positioning is everything when it comes to business. We want you to make the right move, okay? Now, here's the opportunity. There's a tremendous opportunity that we actually offer right now. We want you to joint venture with us. Yes, that means become partners with us, lock arms with us, and walk in the forefront and make sure that people are generating some serious income. Now, this is what's said by Thomas Edison. He said, opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. I love that statement. And the reason that is because, yes, it's going to require some work. But the work is not going to be physical for you. The work is going to be here. It's going to be on your mindset. It's going to be all the thoughts that you're thinking. This multi-million dollar, this multi-billion, or shall I say this multi-trillion-dollar computer right here needs to be programmed the right way, because we know that it's been programmed for failure so far. So your big opportunity may be right here, right now, where you stand. Napoleon Hill says that. So what we offer is two packages, a tip program and a top program. The tip program is a travel agency and a Vortex. The Vortex is a technology that we give to all of our people for free, all of our customers for free. It searches all of the other websites, finds the best rates, and drop the prices lower. Therefore, giving them a discount and you making money. And they can be booking travel either on either one of these websites that you now own, or at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So that means you could be making money while you're sleeping. How about that? So both of those retails for $798. But guess what? Because you were invited, because this is an invitation-only platform that we're using right now, and you were invited by someone because you are a special guest. So you're not going to pay $798. Guess what? That price is only $299 just for that. And we also have this other package where we offer in the top program. We offer exactly what I just showed you, Plus, we actually have vacation reward where you're going to be able to take reward trips. I mean, over 3,000 locations that you can choose from. And this is going to come included with this package, okay? And we also have a Surge membership, which give you even greater discounts than the Vortex and the travel platform. You see, all of this retails for over $35,000. But of course, you're the special member. You're not going to pay $35,000. It's only $499 one time, and then $99.95 a month. You see, we want you to get involved. That is the packages that we sell. Okay. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about the business side. Put your business hat on, because we want to share with you exactly how to leverage your time. You see, multimillionaires know how to leverage their time. They know how to leverage their business. They know how to leverage relationships, and they know how to leverage their money. So let me talk to you a little bit about leverage, and let me show you how this works, okay? So if you don't understand leverage, you're already working too hard. So we want you to learn as much as you can about leverage. Make sure this is a integral part of your vocabulary, okay? Leverage is used to gain maximum advantage. Leverage is used to gain maximum advantage, okay? Now, let's just say this is you, and you work 8 hours today. Guess what? If you work 8 hours, you can expect to be paid on 8 hours. But if you hire someone like me, well, actually, we call this income equals rate times time. But if you hire someone like me and I work 8 hours too, you're going to get paid on 16 hours. Your hours plus my hours is 16 hours, right? This is income equals rate times time equals leverage. Now, what if you hire someone like this gentleman over here, like a Mr. Harvey Zay, and he works 8 hours? Guess what? You're not going to get paid on just 16 hours. You're going to now get paid on 24 hours. You see, businesses, companies, organizations, the platform that you're working for right now have hired a lot of people. That's why the boss gets to take off anytime that he wants to. And you have to stay working. And they give you like 3 sick days. And he can take as many as he wants. You see, because he's leveraging your education, he's leveraging your degree, he's leveraging your time, your resources, your skills, your talents, and he's getting paid on all of those hours. Now, see, what he does though is he actually go and hire more people. Now, I'm only saying this because you can actually do the exact same thing. You may not be able to do this with your job, but you can do that here. Now, let's just say this is you right now as well. This is another example, and you are a real estate broker. And you hire someone like me to go out and as a real estate agent and sell a building. I'll go out and sell a house, $200,000, and guess what? I make 3%, and you make 3% too. Why is that? Why are you making 3% when I did all the work? Well, first of all, if you think about it, that you let me hang my license there at your office. You also supplied all of the contracts and legal documents, and you trained me, and you put all of this time, energy, and effort into me acquiring the knowledge and the skill set to go out there and sell the building. So therefore, you earn 3% as well. Now, here's where leverage comes in. The broker can leverage more agents, but the agent cannot. You see that? It's the exact same thing. Now, what if you were in a position right now, wherever you are working, and you start leveraging other people? Do you think you'll be able to make some serious income? Of course you would. You see, this is what millionaires know, and this is what they do over and over and over. This is what wealthy people make sure that they do over and over and over. You see, this is income equals rate times time times leverage, and it's extremely impactful. This is the reason that brokers make more than agents any day, anytime, any place. Now, you may be saying, well, Jay, that makes sense. So how can I leverage this business? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. First of all, let me ask you a question. Would it be okay if we showed you how you can earn unlimited stimulus checks? Go like this. Okay, well, in order to earn unlimited stimulus checks, I'm talking about a check that comes, maybe it's an extra $500 a month. Maybe it's an extra $1,000 a month. Maybe it's an extra $5,000 a month, possibly even over $100,000 per month. Would you like to know how you can do something like that? Well, I'm glad you asked. I tell you what, I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to pause for a minute and bring on a gentleman whose father is a millionaire. This gentleman has multiple businesses just like I had, but my business wasn't generating residual income. Now, this gentleman right here is extremely successful. He's helping people all around the world as well. He's extremely knowledgeable when it comes to making money in a very, very quick way. He's going to share with you from his heart how you can generate 4-figure, 5-figure, 6-figure, 7-figure, even 8 figures in this opportunity using a formula Okay, this is not by chance, but using a formula that anyone can duplicate. Let me get out of the way and bring on my colleague, my business partner, Mr. Kelvin Turner. Mr. Kelvin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome.
I tell you what, every time I watch Jay's presentations, it feels like I've seen it for the first time. So, inside joke for some people. But hey, fabulous job, Jay. Fabulous job. I would love for
Thank you,
someone
sir.
to unmute themselves and just a quick comment about what they just heard from what Jay just said. Anybody?
Hello,
Okay.
Shuna.
Hi, Shuna. How are you?
I'm good. I'm calling from California, Riverside. I like the way he broke it down in what we call layman terms, where you can understand it very easily, and you can actually see the money, see the leverage.
Well, I thank you for that, Shuna. Jay did such a great job for that. I wanted someone to comment on that, because we appreciate all the hard work that Jay does. And what he said made perfect sense. Um, and it's going to make my job even easier because he told you how to make money. I'm going to use that what he just said, and I'm going to put it into a formula that we have, so I can show you with what we do how you can have that success, how to leverage your time, and how you can make money off other people's efforts other than your own. Now, like Jay said, I'm a local businessman here in Southern California. And I'm caught up in the mess. Okay. For the past 2 months, I probably had 4 phone calls, and I think I didn't have one job that I think that paid over $1,000. You know, and that's not going to work for me. Okay. I had one company give me $12,000 to start a job, and they got scared and they asked for their money back. I didn't even get a chance to start the job. I mean, they say, you know what, I don't like things are going. Can you give us our money back? So uh, I have to be proactive. I can't sit back and wait and see when my business come back. And most people are sitting at home collecting unemployment, hoping that there's a job for them when they get back to work. See, I'm scared of that. I'm sorry. I know I keep and stuff like that, but the reason why that is I can't understand why people would think that way. Why would you put your future in somebody else's hands? See, you have the ability to build your own economy. It doesn't matter who the president is. It doesn't matter any of this stuff. What matters is how you set yourself up for your future. And how do you set yourself up for the future? Is by the decisions that you make today. And so we're going to give you enough information that you can make a decision that you can set yourself up for the rest of your life. And the first thing that you have to decide to do is, and I have this on the screen and I left it there for a while, because it's your imagination. That's the key to success. You know, when Bill Gates, he had to think about this Microsoft, this home computer. He had to imagine in his mind first, and then he made it come into a reality. The same with the man that started Amazon or Steve Jobs. They're constantly using their imagination. Steve Jobs, there was always room for improvement if you read Steve Jobs' book. He just didn't settle. No, we could always do better. He didn't rest on his laurels, you see. And that's what we have to do. We always have to do better. So the first thing is we have to imagine better. Now, your imagination is the most marvelous, miraculous power that the world has ever known. Now, Napoleon Hill said that in his book, Think and Grow Rich. And it has the power to take you where you are to where you want to be instantly. It's one of our greatest gifts, the ability to imagine. Why that is so important? Because you have to see yourself there before you get there. You have to see your destination in your mind, and then you put it on paper, and then you execute the plan. And actually, we took care of a couple of steps of that for you with our marketing plan. So, and the last thing I want to talk about imagination. Everybody knows Einstein. He's one of the smartest men that ever lived. And what is he saying? The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. I know I'm harping on imagination because I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I want to ask you to use your imagination right now as I go through this marketing plan. I go through this business plan, as I'll call it, and it's going to. I want you to visualize yourself, seeing yourself with the things that I'm about to show you. See yourself making the money that I'm about to show you that you can make. Now, the system that I put together is called 30,000 in 30 days. 3 plus 1 is our formula for success. The reason why we call that a formula, when I do a job, I have to put a formula together. And I have to put everything in that formula to find out how much money I want to make on the job, which means this. I got to figure out how much the materials cost. I got to figure out how many days I'm going to be on the job. I got to figure out how many people that's going to be on the job. I got to figure out what I'm going to pay the people that's on the job. Then I got to factor insurances and all this other stuff. And I got to put all that stuff together. That's my formula. I come up with that, and then I place a bid on the job. And that's how business people do business. They all have a formula so they could know the money that they're about to make. So this is the formula that I put together. Now, Jay talked about early, and he talked about we have 2 programs, tip and top. Now, as a businessman, I'm always going to go for the top. Why? Because I make more money at the top. Okay, no one makes more money at the bottom. People make more money at the what? Top. So that's what we're going to base our program. We're going to base it on the top. Now, as we're talking, don't worry about the money that we're talking about right now. We have ways we can help you get the money. Don't worry about that if you have the money or you don't have the money. Just visualize this happening for you. So when you start in our business, you're called an SBA. That is a Surge Business Associate. Okay. Now, when you do that, you're going to make $30 on each top sale. Now, you see that 142.84, that goes into what is called a deferred bonus account. It's like a little piggy bank that we put aside, and after it reaches a certain amount of money, it pays out in $1,000 increments. So it averages out about every sale, 7 sales, you get a $1,000 bonus. Now, if you notice here in the red right here, the red is what is called a team builder group. Remember when Jay showed the real estate agents and he starts talking about how you leverage yourself and how you get paid off other people's efforts? Well, this will allow you to do that when you become a team builder. You start getting paid off of other people's efforts. Great slide, Jay. So anyway, you get a raise. You get $50 on your 4th person. So let's look at what the money that you made. And I'm sorry, you got 142. That also went to a deferred bonus account. So you got $30 on your first 3 top sales. In your first week in business, you made $140 that you're going to get up front. $572 goes into a deferred bonus account. So roughly you made around $712. Now, I want you to look at the blue and the red, okay? When you see the red means that they're in your group, and let me get to this next page and I'll explain that better. Okay. So I apologize for getting ahead of myself, but let me break this down a little bit for you. So the people in the blue, they represent the first people that you bring on your team. You get paid on their efforts, which means this: every time they make a sale, you're going to get $20 on every top sale. They made the sale, you get paid. Okay. Now, remember I said 3 plus 1 was the formula for success. So they did the 3 plus 1. So that means you're going to get $80 from person 1, 2, and 3. All right. That means you made $240 on we call an override. Now Number 4, this person. Remember I said that starts your team builder group. That's when you become the broker, as Jay put it. You're allowed right there to get an override, okay? And I'm sorry, override, and you're allowed to get bonuses off those people, okay? And what we mean by bonus is this: every time there's 7 sales that's made in the red group, your team builder group, you're going to get $1,000 bonus. Now that's your group, not what you did. That's what you're going to make off that person. Number 4, his group right here. You're going to make that up. You're going to make that money from them. So there's 7 sales. You got a $1,000 bonus. So let's take a look at that. Your second week in the business, you made $480 in overrides plus a $1,000 bonus. That means you made $1,480 your second week in the business. People, you put in $499 and you got back $1,480. Right there, you're winning. You got your money back. So the risk is really very minimal. I mean, it's the risk is very small. So let's go into your week 3. Okay. Now, remember we talked about the red. The red is your team builder group. In the red, you're going to get $1,000 bonus every time there's 7 sales made. So look at there. They're all doing the 3+1 program. So look at that 5th person. He got his 3 people in. So look at there. That's $1,000 bonus there. Look at there. Another $1,000 bonus. Look at that right there. The number 7 person. Another $1,000 bonus. Oh, where are you? Now you helped them and you trained them, but they did the work, which means this: you could be anywhere. You could be sitting on the couch watching Netflix. It doesn't matter. You have the engine started. The wheels are in motion. Things are moving forward. You are a business owner. You know, you don't have a job now. You have a business because you're getting paid off other people's efforts. That's big. If you're getting paid off your effort and you own a business, you have a job. When you start getting paid off other people's efforts, you have a business, which means this: you're going to get paid whether you work or not. I mean, where else can you get that for $499? So look at your 3rd week in the business. That's $3,540 that you made. $3,540. Would that make anybody happy if they made that right now? Right? I know I'd be happy, because that's, from my business, that's more than I'm getting from my business right now. So yeah, I'd be extremely happy. But this is what happens in week number 4. You do what is we call a quantum leap. Again, what do we say that the red was? The red was the people that you're getting bonuses off of. Okay, all these lines right here, you're getting bonuses off these people. You added 81 new SBAs on your team. And those 81 new SBAs made you get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $1,000 bonuses, folks. $12,000. And you haven't left the couch. The money's still going because you did your part. You paid your $499. You went and you taught those people how to do the business. You trained them, and they went out and did the same thing as you did. It's a duplicatable process. It's like making a cake. If I give you the ingredients for a cake and I tell you need to put the milk, the eggs, the sugar, the powder, and all, and you mix it up and you put it in the oven for so many minutes, what you're going to come out with is a cake. You know you're going to come out with a cake. You don't have to keep checking every 5 minutes, because if you do, that cake is not going to go too well. Trust the process. Make sure it's Make sure that it's duplicatable. Make sure people are doing what you did, and you will have what we say that you deserve. And you deserve to make this type of money, because the most important thing that people don't understand is what they're worth. They don't understand their value. And that's why they take jobs and for a minimum amount of pay. But see, a business owner knows his value. He's not going to limit himself on the money that he can make. When I had a job and I had a great day on my job, I didn't get a raise. But as a business owner, I have a great day that could be worth millions and millions of dollars. So we set our own economy. We set our destiny. So let's look at this at week 4. Okay, you had 12 $1,000 bonuses and one $10,000 bonus. You had $1,600, $1,620 off these SBAs. That's that $20 that we were talking about earlier. Okay, $23,620 that you made in your 4th week in business. But guess what? This is your 30-day total. So after 30 days, remember the group, the blue group people. That's your first 3 people, the people that you bought. That's what I said represented the blue. And they did the 3 + 1 also. So you're going to get $20 for each one of those sales, the 116 sales. That means you're going to make $1,600 just from your first 3 people. And people, I'm going to tell you something. I'm trying to keep this simple because actually there's a lot more money than that. I'm not telling you about all the other stuff that's in there. The figures that I'm giving you are low. Okay, there's more money in this than what I'm showing you. So here we are. We have the $1,600 that you made, okay, for your first 3 people. You had 16 $1,000 bonuses, and every time, like I said, you reach 100 people, the computer spits out a check for $10,000. So your 4th week in the business, you made $30,380. I don't know about you, but let me. How many people can use $30,000 right now? I can use that. Those are some of the checks that I'm used to getting. Not these little 12, 1,500 little service calls and all that. No, I'm used to getting the bigger checks. So for me, no, I just going out and getting me a job and all this stuff, that's just not going to work for me. Again, I have to create my own economy. So now, we already said that you made $30,000 in 30 days, okay? But this company is so generous. It was so generous, I almost didn't come to work for this company because they like giving away money. And I said to myself, they're going to be out of business in a couple of weeks because they just giving away too much money. Look at this. On top of the $30,000, what did we say? We said you had 116 people within 30 days. But look at this. If you have 100 people in your first 100 days, you get an extra $25,000 bonus. That's paid out $5,000 a month for the next 5 months. That brings your 30-day total to $50,000, over $50,000. I don't know about you, but again, I can use that $50,000 also. And I'm sure a lot of us on the phone can do so. And and go to your job and say, hey, I'm doing a lot of hard work for you guys, and and I increase productivity. I think I deserve a $50,000 bonus. I mean, a $25,000 bonus. Let's see how that works out for you. These people want to give you that money. I've know these people. I've talked with these people. They want to give you that money. Most people. Myself as a business owner, I try to figure out how the least amount I can pay people because that's more money that I can put in my pocket. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real, And if I can find a robot to do the job for cheaper, I do that too. I'm just keeping it real. I'm a business owner. That's what I'm gonna do. But here, this company wants to give you more money. They want to give you more money. So look at that, your 30-day total, over $50,000. Now, you go into week 5, okay? You had 81 new people, right, with this 27. Look what happens in week 5. You have 81 on this team, 81 on this team, 81 on that team. 32 $1,000 bonuses, 2 $10,000 bonuses. Folks, that's $52,000 that you've made in a 5-week period. Now, you say, oh, how can I do that? Well, use your imagination, because guess what? We didn't invent the wheel. It's been done before. We're following a formula that has already been done. It's like people are saying, the 4-minute mile, the 4-minute mile could never be broken. They said no human being can run that, can do that, the mile under 4 minutes. The one guy did it. Now everybody does it now. Matter of fact, you're slow if you can't do it under 4 minutes. Okay. See, once your subconscious mind is aware that it can be done, that's why I'm in the program. That's why Jay and all, because we're going to do that program because we seen it done before. The recipe is there. The formula is there. We're just following the formula. So look at there, over $100,000 in your 5th week in business. Now, we have what is called the best executive program in the industry. Okay. And we call it our director's program. And what the director's program is more money and perks. It's like when you see the people driving the cars from Mary Kay. Well, it's like that. We give you cars and other things. And I'm just going to go real quickly some of the things that you get when you get enrolled in our director's program. The first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to get a choice between a Charger and a Challenger. Okay, so there's the Charger, there's the Challenger. Which one would you choose? The Charger or the Challenger? The beautiful part about this, people, I want you to understand this. The only thing you pay for is gas. That's it. You need brakes, they take care of it. Whatever breaks, they take it. You need tires, they take care of it. Folks, the only thing that you're paying for is gas. Now, is that a company car? Is that a company car? That is a company car. Now, again, y'all got to remind me I didn't turn on my sound. However, I'm just going to show you a quick little video to show you that these cars are real. Okay. That day, they gave away 9 cars. 9 cars that day, and they gave away a lot more since then. The lady talking, she put 500 people on her team in 12 days. 500 people in 12 days. We're asking you to do is get 4 people in a week. 4 people in a week, and let it explode from there. So after that, they're going to give you another choice. They're going to take away I call it a surge mobile. They're going to take it away, and they're going to give you another choice. You get to choose between a Mercedes, a Jaguar, and a BMW. Which one would you choose? You know, Mercedes, Jag, B. Somebody unmute themselves. Say which one they would want.
Benz, my friends.
The Benz. Anybody else?
Jag.
Jag. Anybody else? How about you, Shelby?
Ema, BMW.
You want the BMW? How about you, DeMarco? Which one? How about you, Phil? Which one would you choose?
Mercedes.
Mercedes. Okay. So I like that because you're showing yourself, you're allowing yourself to dream, you're allowing yourself to use your imagination. So this lady right here, let's figure out which one did she choose. Again, I'm only showing you these pictures because I'm trying to show you, let you guys, these videos, because I want you guys to see that this is real. This is really happening. These people are making that type of money. So which was that? She chose the BMW. Okay. Now, after that, that was called our level 3 director. Okay, this is the level 4 director. A level 4 director, you get to have a Rolex watch, a $80,000 Rolex watch. Now, I like that Rolex that you had in your picture a little bit earlier, Jay. That one was really nice. I was checking that out. But yes, they give you a Rolex watch, an $80,000 watch. Okay, Then you become a level 5 director, and they give you more choices. You don't have to turn in your Mercedes, your Jaguar, or your BMW. You can keep it, but you get to choose between a Bentley, the 2 or the 4-door, or the convertible, or you can choose a Ferrari. Maybe the Ferrari is not your cup of tea. Maybe you would want to choose the Lamborghini. Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody's got to unmute themselves and tell me which one they're going to choose. Somebody unmute.
Ferrari.
Lamborghini, man.
Lamborghini. How about you?
Ferrari.
Ferrari.
The Lambo.
No, Lamborghini Huracan. Jesus. Lamborghini Huracan, for Ronald. That's
Okay.
what it is.
That's right. It's the Hurricane. You're right. Now,
I'll go for the Ferrari.
so you take the Ferrari. Now, guys, listen to this. I want you to use that imagination. I want you to imagine that you got the call and they're delivering that car today. And you see the truck as it pulls up down your block. And then all of a sudden the guy gets out and he starts to lower your car out. The neighbors start coming out. They're like, what the heck is going on? And they're going to deliver the Lamborghini, the Bentley, or the Ferrari. Imagine that. Imagine you're on Facebook Live and letting everybody and your family from all across the country is watching and saying, what? Saying, patting you on the back, saying, I always knew you were going to do it. And all your friends say, yes, I knew you could do it, you know. But imagine that. Just imagine that. I mean, I vision that every day. I see that before I go to bed. I see that car being delivered. See, you got to see it before it happens. Okay. My choice, the Bentley. And you'll know why later. So let's go to the next slide here. But guess what? After all that, after the Bentley, after the watch, after you got to choose the choices between those other cars, they're going to give you $1 million bonus. $1 million bonus. Remember earlier when Jay had said in his presentation, the company had given away, I think, $6 million bonus checks. Look, this is real. The company is doing this. Who's next? I am. Who out there is next? Who else is going to get one of those?
Me.
Yeah. See, and I'm gonna tell you the generosity of our company. I met a guy at Sam's Club a couple of weeks ago, and he told me that he invented a process. I mean, they had a they were trying to run liquid through a heated pipe, and the liquid would cool off. The pipe would get too heavy, and it would burst, and people would get hurt, and they'd have to go workman's comp. And this was going on for years. This guy figured out a way to make sure that liquid went all the way through, and he saved him a fortune in workman's comp claim. And people, guess what they gave him? They gave him $1 million bonus also. Sadly, I wish that was true. He said they gave him $100. Gave him $100 after he saved him all that money. Then, after all that, they made him sign a waiver that he wouldn't share that technology with any other company. And I said, you did it? He said, yeah. He was just happy to have a job. Now, here's a man with all kind of talent, and he was not paid his value. Folks, we have value. We want to get paid our value. Our value is what you choose to accept it to be. If you choose it to be $12 an hour, then that's what you believe your value is. Or do you believe your value to be over $100,000 a month? You make that choice. That's up to you. So the next thing, they give you another choice. You have a choice between $1 million yacht. Now let's take a look at this. Look at that. Wow. Can you imagine sitting there getting ready to go on your maiden voyage? And then as time winds down in the evening, you go to bed and you sleep in a room like that? By the way, I checked it out. The yacht's for sale. It's $900 $199,000 for that yacht. Okay. Uh, but maybe the yacht isn't your thing. Maybe you want a motorhome.
Yes.
Okay. Now you've made $1 million. You don't have to drive. Hire a driver. Matter of fact, in our company, you've made more than $1 million. Hire a driver. Go see the countryside. Look at the inside of this. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, that's nicer than most people's homes.
Yes.
That's just gorgeous. Now, if you got a bunch of young kids, I'm sure you're going to want nothing. You don't want anything that elaborate, but you can build it to suit. You can make it fit your personality. But imagine your mobile motorhome. What is your motorhome going to look like? And they give you one more choice. Look at this. $1 million vacation home. You can have it built anywhere in the world that you want. $1 million vacation home. And in some parts around the world, if you can see my mouse, this is what you can get for $1 million. Off the beach somewhere, surrounded by palm trees. Gotta ask. LaShonda said she wanted the motorhome.
Yes.
I gotta ask somebody, what will you choose?
Vacation home.
Vacation home. Where at?
Bora Bora.
Bora Bora. Anybody else?
Take that vacation home. I'll go to Thailand.
Okay. See, everybody has a dream. You know, this company allows you to dream and dream big. But guess what? It can also make your dreams come true. That's the best part about it. I could dream big and I can make it happen. That's why I love this company. That's why I'm a part of this company. That's why Jade's there. That's why Dennis is there. That's why LaShonda's there. We're there because we know we can make this happen for our families. Now, I already asked, what would you guys choose? Okay. Hopefully, you guys would choose to be a part of Surge 365. Now, I told you the reason why I chose the Bentley over the Lamborghini. This is the reason why. Now, I'm not that big, people. So, one of the guys in our company, he chose the Bentley because he said that he tried to get out of the Lamborghini and he had to roll his way out. Said he didn't look cool on that. Now, I had an Audi. I couldn't get out. Sometimes I couldn't get out the Audi because it was so low to the ground. So I know I ain't gonna be able to get out of that Lamborghini. And the last thing you don't want it to look is uncool. So you're gonna have a $100 or $200 or $300,000 car. At least you want to look cool getting out of the car. Now here's the proof, though. These are the checks that we had talked about. Look at here. If you can see this, these are checks for $50,000. These are people that did the 100 what is the 100 people in 100 days challenge, and they got the $50 check, $50,000 check. Look at here, a check for $250,000, a check for $1 million, $1 million. Look at here, this check is $10 million. There's another check for $10 million. Anybody here can use a $10 million check?
Absolutely.
Do you know anybody? Okay, that's gotten a check for over $10 million. Okay. Now, I had a friend of mine that was buying a $10 million house, and they told him, he said, before we go through this process, he said it cost him $50,000 a month just to keep that house operational. Okay. So, you know, when you got money and you can make money, you know, it's nice to know that you can afford the finer things in life. And I would love to be able to have a house where I can employ enough people to where it costs me $50,000 a month to do. That would be my privilege in life, to be able to afford something like that. I mean, I would love to be able to do that. So in recapping what we want to get at here. And sorry. I want you to understand, what do you get with Surge 365 if you decide to come to work with us and you decided that you wanted to be a part of the top program, okay? Which means that you're going to bring in our 3+1 program. And if you work our 3+1 program, you have the ability to get the cars, okay? You have the ability to get the $1 million bonus, your choice between the dream homes and the motorhomes. You can have a choice to get all those things. All you have to do is believe that you can do it. And people, we have the team, we have the training, we have everything in place to help you do that. We will be there. We will be there for you every step of the way, because your success is our success. We can't get to where we need to go unless we help you make your dreams. If we help you make your dreams come true, it helps us make our dreams come true. So we're all in it together. We all work together. So I thank you for your time, and I hope that you choose to look cool when you get out of your Lamborghini. And back to you, Jay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Turner. That was a phenomenal job you did there, explaining the money. You know, I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, breaking away from your family as well as your businesses to show us how we can generate $30,000 in 30 days. You know, this is an amazing opportunity where most people, they say, well, hey, you know what, it's too good to be true. But you know what? Amazon was too good to be true for most people. And think about this for a second, that most people say, well, when it comes to Amazon, that if you're the owner saying, well, hey, I'm going to build a business and I'm going to build it bigger than McDonald's and Boleyn's put together. I'm going to build it right here from my garage, from the comfort of my own home, and I'm going to be able to build it bigger than both of those companies in less than 5 years. Would you think that was too good to be true? Guess what? That's Amazon, being able to ship packages all over the world without seeing a package, without seeing a customer, and they built it bigger than both of those companies. You see, things that are too good to be true, most of the time employees believe that it's too good to be true. But those that are innovators, they know that is possible. See, we have possibility thinking. Where's your thinking right now? Are you thinking possible or probable? You see, if you're thinking possible, then you know that this can definitely be possible for you as well. So I'm going to kick this call right back over to Mr. Dennis Mott. Mr. Dennis Mott is one of the most sought after businessmen on the planet as well. Mr. Mott, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you very much. This was phenomenal. You guys did outstanding. I love the interaction that we're doing. Every day we grow. And Jay, I just want to say thank you for your presentation. It's outstanding. I love what you do. Kelvin, you stepping it up and you doing it, man. I just got to sit back and say, okay, I'm just going to watch y'all do your thing. So I really appreciate that. And when I was, Kelvin said it's your imagination. Jay said it's your imagination. And I was just thinking to myself, it's just your imagination once again. Hey, running. Woo, yeah. It was just my imagination running away with me. But check this out, y'all. Check it out. Soon I'll be in 365 with my family. Oh, yeah. With a vacation home and a Ferrari, maybe 2 million, maybe 3. Why, oh, why would you turn down $1 million? Hey, it's only $4.99, and you take home your family, go out in the world, and be financially free. Hey, that's all. I just carried it in my head, man. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, I'm gonna get that one up to you, man.
I ain't no singer, but it was just my imagination came to my head.
Sex with chocolate. Sex with chocolate.
So
anyway, hey, I want to thank you guys. Hey, everybody here, I just want to open up the lines and say, what did you like best? Somebody just open up your line. Tell us, what did you like best about what these brothers are doing and our family out in Surge 365? What did you get out of it? Anybody?
Hi, everybody. This is LaShawn in Chicago.
All right.
I just wanted to say that the biggest thing that I like about this business is that you don't have to create anything. You don't have to make up anything. Everything is done for you. Also, the app is also done for you. the marketing is done for you. All you have to do is just share. Some people don't want to sell. I personally don't like to come across as a salesperson. So I look at it this way. If I was going to a movie and I saw a movie that I like, I would be telling everybody. So this is the same thing. All you're doing is just sharing information. And the other thing I like about it is your office is your cell phone. Wherever you go, your office is always with you. Rarely does anyone ever leave their cell phone at home. So you're looking at basically just sharing by sending a link to someone, let them look it over. If you share the website and they book on it, you get paid. I mean, as Dennis knows, I will always say this is goof proof, because I have been known to try it on my own and I can't screw it up. You cannot screw this up. It's just too easy, too simple. So back to you, Dennis.
All right. Thank you very much, LaShawn. You hit it on the nail. It's self-explanatory. It's like putting on autopilot. It's pretty much what it is. And all you have to do is let us do the work, sit back and watch it. And next thing you know, you'll be doing the same thing and collecting check after check, week after week, month after month, year after year. Folks, this is amazing. LaShawn just said it's goof proof. It's goof proof. People ask, well, how do I do it? Don't worry about it. Sit back. They got an AI that's going to talk to you on your cell phone every day. Don't worry about it. We got you. They got classes and training and Chris Coakley, and we're doing things every day. You have myself, Jay, Harvey Zay, you got Clifton Sutton. We got everybody out here to help you get to your next level. That's all we want to do is make sure you can be successful. It's just like your kid. You want your kid to be the best person out there. You want them to outdo everybody else. And that's what we're doing. And we're collaborating together. We're doing this all together. We in cooperation, not in competition like Fortune 500 companies. They like Jay showed you before, where they're stepping on a ladder and somebody's butt's there. You know, you're not worried about it. We don't have no butt. The only butt we got here, but do you want $1 million? That's what we want to know. Do you want $1 million? That's the only but. Now, you know, all you have to do is put it in your mind. Put it in your mind and put it in a plan together. We have the plan, the 3+1. We have the system, the formula for you to take advantage of, for you to show the opportunity, for you to have economic power, economic freedom, financial freedom, not only for yourself, but you teach it and pass it on to everyone else. Each one teach one, and it grows just like the coronavirus, but in a positive way. Energy going throughout the universe. And hey, I was looking at something, the guy, I forgot what his name is, but he has, people have millions of dollars waiting for trips to go to the moon. So travel ain't going nowhere. They're going to the moon, and they millions of dollars in down payment to go there. And you can do that too. I'm just saying, folks, it is not going nowhere. It's going to explode. Get your fisherman net out there, so when it comes out, the big boom, hey, all the fish are coming to your net. Put yourself in position. Stay alive. Don't talk no jobs. Go ahead and do it, and you'll get through it. That's my man Harvey. They got me pumped up. But I'm going to take, anybody else wanted to let me know what you like best? Anybody, just go ahead and unmute yourself. What did you like best about what you saw here?
Hi, this is Nadra. Am I unmuted?
You're unmuted, Nadra. Go ahead.
I did it. Great. You all, every single time that you do your presentation, you top the one that you did before. You are amazing, amazing men. And I am so happy that my son is on the line and he's had a chance to see this presentation, and that he can get in to Surge and have the same kind of possibilities, but with the three of you as mentors, I mean, what else, what more can you want, you know? And the women do a great job, but you men bring something very, very different and something impactful that we've been waiting for a long time. Clifton, waiting to hear from you. So thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. I am just, I could say overwhelmed, but I've been in Surge a while and it's not overwhelmed. I only expect more and more and more. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Nadra. That is fantastic. We really appreciate it. You just don't know, we put in the work and we love to hear those type of comments. It just gives us more energy, more enthusiasm, makes it want to go out and do it even more. And that's what we're talking about. And with your son being on the line, generational wealth, leaving legacies, not just stopping right here. We're legacy building. And as Kelvin said before, we're going to be doing this for families. You take 4 families, say, hey, it takes you $2,000 to get in here, and you, for your family of 4, and you can start building $30,000 for your family, $50,000, $100,000, millions of dollars, and it just multiplies over. And once that ball starts to rolling, it's not going to stop. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and encompass the whole world. And that's what we're here to do. So with no further ado, I want to bring up my friend and close friend from Cleveland, Ohio, Mr. Harvey Zay.
That's the way. Okay, good evening, everybody. Afternoon. It's a pleasure seeing so many happy people on the line. Now, I've been with Surge for a few years, and right now, we are about to take off. So prepare to take off. As a captain, I'm going to glide you into a higher level, along with my co-captains, and we're going to enjoy life on a higher level. So with your imagination, you want to be sure to think big, because there is no check. The company told us this. It says, there is no check that you can earn that we won't write for you. You can earn as much as you want. Just believe you can. The mindset is very important. And you can help us build the army. See, we're building an army of people. There'll be Marines too. We want to go across this country. We have some a lot of things in mind that we're going to help people with. Like a business mind group where we get together. We have think tanks. We have many ideas that will be in place to help you grow and your team to grow. So that's what counts. You know, we don't work the business by ourselves. We have to have a team, and everybody starts out with one. Now, that's what we think about every day. Just start one today, and then another one tomorrow. And we just keep building, and they build, and we all get paid. You heard Jay say, if you have 3 people, and you have 30 hours of working 10 hours a day, 4 hours. I mean, four people at 10 hours, that's 40 hours. Or if you want to cut it down to 8, that's fine. Anything is great when you're working on a steady basis. What we do, we learn to have consistency, and it pays off for us big time. This business is so good. The residual income is something to be really glad to talk about, because every month that check comes in. Our weekly checks, we have a 1-week cycle. Every Friday, checks are sent out from the home office. I was down at the home office not too long ago. They have a big stack of checks that they send out every Friday. And then you'll get it on Monday or Tuesday, depending on when you go to the mailbox. But it's there on time, and it cashes right away if you'd like to have it cashed away, and you can save. And there's so many dreams that will come true for you when you really, really believe that you can do it. So be sure to come back next week with more great people on the call with you. And as someone said earlier, a teammate will be with them, and there are people joining up tonight, I'm sure, and all during the week. We don't stop. We're at it on a steady basis. You heard Kelvin say, this is a business that we know we'll have money coming in, and we'll have many people earning that $50,000 or $30,000 in 30 days and so forth, but they will have help. So whoever sponsors you has someone above them, and you just go to the top nonstop, hippity hop. So let's go out and do it. Have a great evening. Thanks for being on the call, and thanks for allowing me to be one of the blue shirts. See, we have a team already. And we don't sing the blues. We just buy some new shoes and go walking. Thank you.
All right. I love it. I don't know if DeMarco is out there, if he can unmute his phone, but I'm just letting you know, DeMarco just committed to, after this call, he's about to be a new Family Surge 365 member. So I just want to say that right out to you guys. And this is what we can do every day, each one teach one, add one at a time. As Harvey said, one person, hey, that's all you have to do a day. Don't end your day on 0, okay? That's all you have to do, is not to end your day on 0. 0 just means you're doing something productive every day to increase your business to where you can go up to the next level. So with that said, I want to see if Kelvin, go ahead and say what you have to say. Go ahead.
I was on my Facebook page, and I found a quote from a friend of mine that I was shocked that this quote came from this guy, because that's not what he does. And he said this. He said, if you want what you never had, then you must do what you have never done.
So true.
That's right.
You can't get what you want doing the same thing. You got to do something new.
That's right.
So I just want to leave you guys with that. So go ahead, Dennis.
All right. Anything I want to go out to Jay right quick, see if Jay Johnson has any last words before we get out of here.
Hey man, I'm just so excited and elated to be in business with you all. And you know what? This is one of the things that I will say this, that this is going to require some work, you know. And for those of you who really want to become $1 million earners and millionaires, it's going to require some $1 million efforts. I mean, you really can't make $1 million on minimum wage mindset or minimum wage activity. So we're going to teach you exactly what to do to generate some serious income if you are coachable, if you are teachable, and you're willing to follow a system, a proven system that you can duplicate and learn how to teach others as well. Then you too will be able to generate some serious income to set your family free. Not just you, but your family free. We're talking about generational wealth, and you too can get it done. So with that, I'm gonna say go, 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 which means go be it, go do it so you can go have it. God bless.
All right. So with that said, hey, I always say it, think long, you think wrong, think right, you sign up tonight, and we'll be back here next Saturday, okay? Next Saturday, tomorrow's Mother's Day. Hey, get your love in with your mother, say, I love you, and everybody, family stick together. And next Saturday, we'll be here again, 11 o'clock Pacific time. 1 o'clock Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. And then we're going to go ahead and do it again. We're going to come back again at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. And as I say, bring somebody with you. Go ahead and talk to somebody. You got a week. Bring somebody out here. Let them see what's going on. We're not secret agents here. We're not secret agents, and we're not on protective custody or anything like that. We want to let the world see. You need to be that lighthouse out there, that lighthouse, bringing ships into your shores, and those ships will be franchises for you. $1 million businesses, as Kelvin says. Each one of you are $1 million business, $1 million franchise. And if you think like that, you won't let nobody go. You'll be there and you let them know, hey, we got the system for you. We got the plan. We got the education. We got everybody here for your benefit to make sure you're strong and you're going to last long and you're going to leave a legacy for generational wealth, grandkids, great-grandkids, great-great-grandkids. That's what we're going to do. And they're going to be able to talk about you. I remember when they started out with Surge 365. My great-great-great-grandfather, Shelby Mott, was there. My great-great-great-grandmother, Janie Williams, was there. And this is what we talk, like we talk about Harriet Tubman, like we talk about Sojourner Truth. We're going to be there, but we're going to be on the financial end. Marcus Garvey's. This is what we're going to do. And they can't break us down because it's too many of us that are going to be millionaires. It's not one leader here. We're going to have millions of leaders here. So it ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. So I'll see you guys.
Hold
again.
on, Dennis.
Okay,
I just want to say something real quick. I apologize for this.
No problem.
We had a guy on the call earlier, and he works with another network marketing company. You should have seen the look on his face when he saw our marketing plan. He was high-fiving, he was clapping. Now, I admire the guy's integrity because, you know, he has a team that he built. You just can't just quit and drop and do something new. He's sticking with his plan. But he loved what we had here. I want you guys to understand that. He loved it. I mean, he had the you should have seen this. Did you see that smile on his face when he saw our marketing? He was like, whoa, what do you guys got? What do you guys have? See, and knowing the value of what we have is so important. Okay, and I just wanted to say that, you know, because the guy said, you know, I had another commitment, but he said what I thought with you guys was fantastic. But I admire his integrity because, you know, he's in something, and we don't want people jumping all over the place, you know. With that being said, go ahead and Dennis, go ahead and finish. I didn't mean to interrupt that, but I wanted to get that point across.
It's all good. Teamwork make the dream work. That was a good, you know, analogy, good, truthful conversation and testimonial that happened right live. So I really appreciate. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it to Harvey. I know I said I'm ended, but I'm gonna let Harvey end it again.
Harvey gets the last word.
Yeah, he always gets the last word. Harvey gets the last word.
Thank you very much. You've been listening to a live presentation of Men Who Surge. We come your way every week at the same time, 2 times on Saturday. So bring a friend next time. And remember, when you're going to go to the top, remember what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said. He says, when you want to go to the top of success, you must take the first step, even if you cannot see the top step of the staircase. So now's the time to take that step, and we'll guide you right to the top. Until then, everybody, be legendary. Be proactive, have fun, and join us every chance you get because you'll come right with us. Take care.
All right. Good night. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend and love your mothers and your family.
Okay.